One of the hidden gems in college football, Merlin Olsen Field at Maverick Stadium in Logan, Utah. EA Sports college football coverage continues with this Week 10 clash. It's the Fresno State Bulldogs and the Utah State Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Catching up with the Utah State head coach before the game, this running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and Coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Here we go. 139. Baby. Move it. Ice. Go.
From the gun, the running back has it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. And I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Martin back to pass. Throws for the tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Fresno State will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jacobs. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. All right, guys, let's chat a little Utah State. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer pool is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer pool.
Makes the grab. It's Robinson. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Pressure coming. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Touchdown, Aggie. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this. This could be a scary unit.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Martin will throw it. And wings it incomplete.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
That's some pretty sticky coverage right there, man. You play that man-to-man coverage and you have those out-breaking routes. I tell you what, you got to kind of be careful as a QB how much you want to attack that, especially when the coverage is so tight. He does a good job staying glued to the receiver and knocking the football down.
Takes it on the return. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter.
On defense, when they line up with numbers and they line up on your side, you're like, you're ready, it's coming right here. And then all of a sudden they mix in counters and they pull 1 or 2 guys and go back the other direction. That's a really good job by the offense keeping the defense on their heels.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Garcia. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jacobs. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse. There he goes. Discards him with the stiff arm. The 30, at the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. The early scripts have worked, trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Motion from the wideout. They'll start this drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Quick release on the RPO. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in.
Might have a chance. Makes it past the marker. The 20. Past the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Utah State. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Martin back to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Dumps it to the back. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got an open man. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And listen, 3rd down and long is such a hard spot to be in. That's where defenses want offenses, right? Like, they got them right where they want them. But there's a really nice job by the playmaker. QB got him the football, and he didn't run out of bounds. Like, he fought for every single extra yard he could. Fought, almost got to the 1st down marker, but now sets up a 4th down.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got rid of it just in time. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. And so the Fresno State offense comes out onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Martin will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Right back to the well. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's loose on the left. Touchdown, Fresno State. A great catch and run for 6. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Starling. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Run inside. It's Jacobs. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run the counter. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
Running inside, it's Jacobs. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They'll go right back to him. Picks up the first down. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds his big tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
That ought to be enough for a Utah State first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. This time he wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He'll set up to throw. Working that wide receiver screen. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, looking to pass. Pulls it in. And a sure tackle after the completion, and he stopped short.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Martin back to pass. It's complete.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's McClain. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's McClain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside. Take advantage of it to make big plays.
It's complete to the left. Here's a little room there. He's down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a 1st down as they try to score one late in the half. Now Fresno State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Martin will throw it. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. But because he dropped it, now it's 4th down. And, of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Starling. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires complete on the crosser. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield very late in the half. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's open things up with Georgia Tech taking on the number 8 team, the Louisville Cardinals. And it's the Yellow Jackets, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Might be calling a hot route. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jacobs. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the counter. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical.
Maybe some room here. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. This Utah State offense has it going. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
The run inside. It's Jacobs. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. They'll try to get it through the air. Here's the pressure. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
The keeper on the option. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that 1st half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
It's complete on the right side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah State.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. So this 2nd half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. From the gun, the ground game. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Martin back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Wide open downfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Runs through a tackle. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25 late in the season. Time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. A first down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They're working that left side. Touchdown Bulldogs! And here they come almost all the way back. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own.
And I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. Martin will throw it. He's got him. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Fights off a defender. Turning it on. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
They'll go to the counter play. There's some room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Aggies. He got a step and just dusted the field. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Finds his man. It's McClain. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Fresno State right back to the line.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
Well, they're trying to hit the out route to the perimeter of the field. It's a good route by the wide receiver. He just drops the ball.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Martin back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Looking downfield on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. From go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Shakes a man, and he might take off. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Let's see what they dial up on this fourth down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Aggies. And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And, man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Trying play action. Bringing the heat. And down he goes.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice 1st down sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Soft spot in the middle. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Martin will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback, dropping back, not giving up the big play.
He wants to throw it again. Under fire. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
And the Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Handoff from the gun.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to the end zone. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. They'll run it on the counter. Plows through the defense. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They go right back to him. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Now Fresno State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Off play action. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Wide open spaces. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Aggie! And the pummeling has started. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting until the bitter end as they'll take the unvictory formation.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 16. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
I think you got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.